A lot of us crave a nice candle in the winter when the weather turns and it gets cold and you just want to sit there and cozy up with a nice book and the flicker of a candle next to you. But maybe some of you are skeptical, as I am, of some of the ingredients that you've heard about that can be in candles that are potentially hazardous to our health. So today I am going to show you a natural way to make candles that is super easy. It only requires a few materials. We're going to scent it naturally so that it's safe, and then you can enjoy your candle without being worried about what it is doing to your body. So let's go ahead and get started. For the container, I absolutely love using mason jars. I'm kind of obsessed with jars, but for this they're so good because you know they're going to be fine when they get hot. You can get the ones with the cute quilted pattern, and these actually already have a spot for a label too, so if you wanted to put your scent on there and just make a little sticker for it, you already can do that easily and it's going to stick on there. So mason jars are a great option. They're also very affordable if you're going to be making a large amount because you can buy them in bulk. So keep that in mind. There are lots of different mason jars that you could use. I also have some all-natural wicks that I got at Hobby Lobby. I don't have the name brand of them anymore, but they were just in the candle making aisle at Hobby Lobby. You can look for the natural ones. These were coated in beeswax, so that's what I have for the wick. For the base, I found this coconut and beeswax blend. So it is just coconut oil and beeswax. This is right here on the package that it's made with natural and biodegradable ingredients, a natural and healthy candle wax. So I'm really excited for this. And I do have my hot glue gun over here. We'll be using that to attach our wicks to the jar. I also have a 2-cup measuring cup that is heat safe because we'll be placing this on a double boiler to melt down the wax. To scent them, we're going to be using essential oils from Mountain Rose Herb. So as long as you're using a high quality essential oil, you know they're going to be safe to inhale. So I have some lemon and lavender. And guys, those are all the ingredients you'll need today. It's super simple. The first thing we're going to do is set a pot of water on the stove and get it started heating up. So while our water is heating up, we're going to cut down the wax and fit it into our melting container, and then we will also get our wicks ready into our jar so they're all good to go when the wax is melted. I cut off a piece of wax and I did weigh it so you guys would know how much I used. It was about 5.8 ounces for an 8-ounce jar, and it was the perfect amount. So I'm just cutting that off, and then I'm going to cut it down into smaller squares. That will help it melt a lot faster. Once we get it all chopped up, we can put it in our heat-safe measuring cup and get it all ready to go into the double boiler. While we're waiting, we'll also want to get our wick ready. So I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and add a little bit to the bottom metal piece of the wick and place it as close to the center of the jar as I can. You can use your finger if you can reach, or a pencil or something to push it down the rest of the way. After you get it glued to the jar, you'll want to take a skewer or a pen or something long and just wrap your wick around it so that it's pretty snug. That way we'll be able to keep it in the center. Now we can place our wax into our double boiler. This could take 10 to 15 minutes. It also depends on what kind of wax you're using. It does help to stir it. It makes it go a little bit faster. I actually think because this was a wax and coconut oil blend, it melted a lot faster than normal wax because the coconut has such a low melting point, and even when cutting the wax, you could feel it was just way softer than normal wax. You do want to keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't get above 190 degrees. When it's melted, you can just remove it from the heat. My wax was right around 180, and that's right where you want it when you add your essential oils. That way they can bind properly. And the amount of essential oils I'm using is about 1/4 ounce total for the 5.8 ounces of wax. You can totally adjust this to your preference, make it more or less scented. Also, taking the dropper caps out of your essential oil bottles first helps a lot, so you can pour them a lot easier. Once you get all of your oils added, give it a good stir and make sure they're all mixed in fully. Once they're fully mixed in, we'll go over to our jar and we'll begin pouring in. Be very careful you don't burn yourself. This is really hot wax. I just filled it up to the first line on my jar. Once you've poured it, you'll want to make sure your wick is still centered. And then you can come back to it after a couple hours or so when it's gone back to its original color. Once it's completely set, you can remove the skewer. Then you can cut the wick down to where you want it. I hope you guys enjoyed this project as much as I did. It was so fun and easy making these little candles, and they are adorable, perfect for gifts for Christmas time or birthdays. If you have made it all the way to here and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love to have you. Go ahead and check out some of my other videos. We do all kinds of DIYs and projects on this channel, just like this one today. So don't forget to subscribe before you go, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys soon for our next project. Bye guys!